assume that there are things out there causing that, but I can't see, hear, taste, touch those things. Same thing, I can't actually know myself. And by the way, I'll add this. We have God. As far as Kant is concerned, without God, there's no right or wrong. So there has to be a God. But we can't know God. Same problem. So this is phenomena. The things outside of phenomena are noumena. We experience them, but we can't actually see or prove that they're there. There has to be the things that we're interacting with, and there has to be a self that's having this experience. So how do we bridge this gap that David Hume points out is there? And Kant points out, well, number one, everything you experience, all the phenomena you have, is experienced as time. Time is proceeding. All of us experience everything in time. It might be faster or slower, depending on your experience or whatever, but it seems like everything has to have time. Even if it's invisible, right? You know, the ideas, in your head. You don't have a physical thing that you're thinking about, but the ideas themselves, well, this idea is first, then this one, then this one. It has to be in time. Second, anything we think of as having shape whatsoever, dimensions, has to take up space. So we have both time and space, but they're not actually out there. They're in here. At least as far as we experience it. Yes, maybe there is time and space out there, but it's just like the thing in itself and the Ich and the God. I can't actually know them, but I know that I experience everything in time, and the things that have shape have to be in space. And it's actually in my mind. So notice this magic marker. Keep your focus on the space that the magic marker's in, and keep it there. Notice, I'll take the magic marker away, and notice the space is still there. He does that with an orange. But still, I think that's an interesting point, that we're the ones that are establishing the space. It might even trace that back to Berkeley, Bishop Berkeley, and the idea that we use our stereoscopic vision in order to place things, and so on. But then we also have all of the categories, plus some extra ones, that Aristotle gives us when we talked about categories. But here's the big thing, and I know I have to quit, is that those categories are not categories of the thing in themselves, but they're the categories that you impose on them with your mind. Your mind structures these experiences. It's not the structure that's out there, it's your mind that structures them. So you see, the problem then becomes, well, how does our psychology do this for us? And I'll quit then and pick up from there. So we're a little bit ahead, but that's good, because these next couple of guys are really important.
They also answer the questions on the exam.
Pardon?
They're also on the exam.
Yes, this is also on the exam. There's a reason for that, actually.
Exam question 1 is what you just talked about the.
Yeah, how does he argue about physics? And the second one is how does Kant's response start with modern psychology?
And it's easy. Isn't this easy?
Yeah, well, we have to do this.
Why do people get so confused over this? I don't know, but they
So, your question on exam 3, what is the person? Just leave that vague on purpose so we can throw our opinions out.
do. Sure.
Okay.
When is that due, the third exam?
The third exam, it's, I think, the very last week of the semester.
Well, we also have the term paper, that's 3,000.
The term paper is a little bit before that, and that my goal is that send me the term papers before I get, you know, at the very end.
Okay.
Because I do read them, every word. Although some of the words I read pretty quickly. But remember, I at least ask how many words are in this.
3,000.
As soon as I get my answer, I'll go. And if it's like 2,998,
Fail.
Somebody have their watch on the wall? Okay, I just want
Thank
to
you.
get it.
Thank you.
watch on the wall. Oh, you're charging. Aha. There was a time when someone left their cell phone, their smartphone, on the window ledge there. It was there for over a week.
Wow.
Wow.
Nobody took it.
That's almost impressive at that point.
Yeah.
I was impressed. I thought, you know, this is such a good, you know, I mean, it's open building. Other people could come in.